A heckler being carted off during Kenyan President Mwai Kibaki's Independence Day speech in December. Journalists recorded and aired the unusual occurrence. But media practitioners fear that reporting such controversial events may soon become a thing of the past. At issue is the Kenya Communications Amendment Bill 2008, dubbed the Media Bill, which passed in Parliament late last year. It is meant primarily to regulate the growth and use of communications technologies such as satellites, mobile telephones, and internet. But Section 46 of the Act also enables the government-appointed Communications Commission of Kenya, or CCK, to have, in the law's words, the power to set standards for the manner, time, and type of programs to be broadcast. That does not sit well with Linus Gitahi, the Chief Executive Officer of Nation Media Group Limited and Chairman of the Media Owners Association.
CCK are the ones who give you frequencies, granted. They are going to regulate what you do, they are going to regulate your content, and by then if they are not happy with their content, they are going to fire you. And the ultimate firing is they're going to withdraw the frequencies.
His fear is that investigative journalism, particularly reports exposing government wrongdoing, may be severely curtailed by the Communications Commission. Gitahi urges the government to give the self-regulatory body Media Council of Kenya the chance to uphold journalistic standards and determine programming content. But self-regulation has not worked in the past, argues Assistant Minister of State for Defense David Musila. Musila says he thinks the government needs to step in. In a recent interview, he pointed to the coverage of the post-election upheaval following the 2007 elections as an example.
During the first few months in this year, we had the unfortunate episode of violence, and we have evidence that a lot of this was as a result of telephone, mobile telephone, including even FM stations. Remember the case of the Rwanda genocide? It was as a result of a radio station.
Another concern for media advocates is that the new law upholds a regulation that would allow the Minister for Internal Security to raid media houses and confiscate equipment during a state of emergency, or as the law puts it, in the interest of public safety and tranquility. Also, the law provides for heavy fines and jail terms for media offenses. Media practitioners accuse politicians of creating and using the legislation to silence the media. Macharia Gaitho is a columnist with the Daily Nation and chairman of the Kenya Editors Guild. He fears the government will use the new law to pave the way for the next elections, scheduled for 2012.
If there are people who are corrupt, they may think that they can gag the media so they are not exposed. If there are people who are planning to do something like rig elections or loot the central bank, and they think the media might be an impediment because it can expose them, well, gag the media in advance.
But Musila says silencing the media is not the government's intention.
Really, I don't understand the fear. But you see, people don't want to be regulated. They want to be free to do whatever they want. And I can understand the anxiety. Where media has been operating without regulations, and now the government is attempting to regulate them, I can understand why they are apprehensive.
Senior ministers say the government may be willing to consider amending the new law, given its widespread opposition. Kathy Maitney for VOA News, Nairobi.